Hey y'all, it's Grizz here at Windmill Farm, North Mississippi. Y'all come along with my small adventure I got going on today as we make some goat milk soap, and we're gonna let's make it rosemary thyme today, all right? So y'all come on along for the adventure. All right, y'all. I'm not going to go through the whole process of showing you how to make the base, the goat milk's base with the lye and the actual milk, how to freeze the goat's milk so it doesn't react with the lye and cook off and all that. I'm showing you something you could go to Hobby Lobby or Amazon or whatever and just pick up a goat milk base and make into a soap. If you want to know how to do the rest of it like we do, there's plenty of videos out there that will show you. Because it is a caustic mixing, I'm not going to show it. Like I said, there's plenty of videos. That's how I learned. I got online, looked up a bunch of different videos that were out there. But what I'm going to show you today is simply the base and how to add in the essential oils and the dried herbs and make you a simple soap at home that you can use yourself. All right. Well, you're going to need a few things to begin with, and that is you're going to need the base. Okay. That's what this is. It's the base. It's already been the lye and the milk and the water and everything's come together. You can actually, there's several recipes where it's just not goat's milk, to where it's goat milk and coconut oil, almond oil, vegetable oil. There's a bunch of different things that you can add into it. You can add vitamin E into this when you're making your base to make it a much better base for you. Really and truly, you can make the base any way you want to, or you can buy a commercially made base. You're going to need something to cut. Now, I just happen to have this nice, really thin that gives the waves in the soap when we cut it, but you can use just a knife that you set aside to make it. You're going to need a mold. Now, this is just a regular, I call it a loaf mold that we have. Now, I just use it simply because I like just making a square soap. I'm not about making something super fancy. Now, I have some dried thyme from last year that we got off our plants, and some of the dried rosemary. And then, of course, my essential oils down here. All right, y'all can use fresh rosemary and thyme, but here's the kicker with fresh rosemary and thyme. The soap is only good for a week or 10 days before it starts having a bad smell to it, okay? Basically, what happens is the rosemary and thyme slowly goes through heat and starts rotting in the soap. That's the reason why I dry it. Now, if you don't have time to hang it up and dry, because we do our drying process two ways. We hang up and dry above the dryer in our washroom, but then we also put it in a dehydrator. So I have two ways of doing it. I've actually got like 4 gallons of rosemary dried right now. So we dried this out. This is from some that we did very end of last year. So this is still good. As you've seen, it still had a good green look. Now, you can put the rosemary in there whole, but I suggest the rosemary and the thyme, either put it in a mortar and pestle and break it up, or if you got a little small coffee grinder, you can do that too. Use a little coffee grinder if you need to. It does real well. Just you want it in a little bit smaller flakes, all right? Unless you're doing something like an oatmeal and lavender, that's a big one a lot of folks like to make, because then the oatmeals are like we make a coffee ground base soap that we add, and it's meant to exfoliate the skin. The rosemary and the thyme here is not meant to do that. It's meant to rejuvenate the skin. But anyway, this is how you get started. This is the basic stuff you got to have. That was your little thing about the fresh rosemary or the fresh thyme. If you use it, soap's got to be used quickly, all right? So come on, let's get this stuff melted and let's go. Alrighty, now that we've got the soap base heated up in the microwave, there's 2 different ways you can do it. You can do it in the microwave, you can do it on the stovetop like on a double boiler or something. I just did it in the microwave to show you how you can do this quickly at home without having special stuff. The candy thermometer, just to show you what the temperature was. Be careful, okay? And then I also forgot to tell you, make sure you use a glass bowl. Let it cool a little bit, stirring it constantly. And then after it cools down to about 115-ish, we're gonna add the essential oils. If you put the essential oils in too early, the heat will make them cook out, won't smell near as good or anything else. Then we're gonna add the dried. After we let it set a couple minutes after that, we're gonna add the dried. Keep on stirring it, and then we're gonna slowly add it to the mold, because if you add it all at once, all the dried stuff will just float to the top. Not really what we're looking for. So that's the reason we will add a little bit, let it set, add a little bit, let it set, add a little bit, let it set. So then after we get the mold full, we're gonna let it cool, cut it up into blocks, and you got soap. It is this easy, people. Now, granted, the first part of actually making the soap base itself is a little bit more complicated. Not bad. If I can do it, anybody can do it. But this is just to show you how you can buy aftermarket products or buy some base from somebody you know and do you some soaps at home, either as a gift or just, hey, just start making some of your own stuff at home so you're not always buying everything from Walmart, all right? So y'all come on. All righty. If y'all notice, it's starting to set up on the side of the bowl a little bit. Once it kind of starts setting up just a slight little bit on the edge, go ahead and mix your stuff up pretty good. What's happening is the outer bowl is just cooling quicker than the rest of it is. So go ahead and mix it up a little bit. Now it's time to go ahead and we're going to add the essential oils. It's cooled down enough. Hold on, y'all. Let's get this stopper out of here. That'll make it a whole lot easier. All right. All right. Let's get this mixed up. Get these essential oils really mixed in there good, okay? All right, y'all, we're gonna add 3 teaspoons of thyme. 1, 2, 3. And then we're gonna add 3 teaspoons of rosemary. All right. Okay, I'm gonna try to pull this in a little bit. Yeah, it won't let me do it. Let me try to lean this over. Y'all notice how all that's floating on the top? That's what we were talking about when we get ready to make the bar. We gotta do it slowly and a layer at a time, because this is what will happen. The dry stuff always wants to come to the top. Alrighty, y'all. It was the next morning. when I took the soap out of the silicone, all I did was just pop it out. I thought about it after I did it. I come downstairs and just popped it out, and I made a mistake. I just popped it out without getting it on camera and started cutting it up. But as you see, it's cut up. We got a good mixture of the thyme and rosemary throughout. I wish y'all could smell this. It is smelling wonderful. But that's it. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is I package mine up in some little package bags just to give away as gifts and stuff, and also to sell. And this is what we use for right now. We're gonna change up something, how we're doing it. We got another thing coming down the line, but we ain't got it set up yet, so that's what we're using for right now. So. All right, y'all, that's it. That's soap making like we do with just a pour and set base that, like I said, you can get anywhere. If you want to know how to make your own base, let us know. If I get enough interest in it, I'll show the rest of it. Like I said, I just watched a bunch of videos online and did what I found online. So I didn't come up with something. Wasn't imparted some special wisdom or anything. I just went online like most of us do and researched. One reason all of us make these videos, so anybody can learn from us and maybe go on and do it their own selves. So, but we appreciate you joining my little, since Kat's up in Missouri, my little adventure on making soap. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope you have a blessed day. Once again, I know I did. Good Lord let me get up again. That's a blessing in itself. So, but have a blessed day. And as always, be safe.